This is the Sydney English Language Academy Orientation. Welcome to SELA. Thank you for choosing SELA as your place to study English. We would like you to learn as much as possible and enjoy your time at SELA. Remember, we are all here to help you enjoy your learning experience. So please ask us if you need any help. Good luck with your studies. First things. You have done your enrollment, you have done your test. This is the orientation, which gives you important information about studying at SELA. Key staff members. All members of staff are here to help you. In marketing, there are Edna and James, who can help you change your course, help with questions about fees, questions about offer letters, and COEs. The Student Services Coordinator is Damien. If you have problems with attendance, if you need a holiday, if you need counselling for personal problems, you can talk to Damien. The Director of Studies for SELA is Ron. He can give you study advice. He can help you with any complaints that you have about your teacher or your course. On reception is Will. Will can help you with student cards. He can give you a textbook. He can answer questions about health cover. He can also tell you where your classroom is. Remember, your teachers are there to answer any questions you have about English, about studying, or about living in Sydney. Classes and courses. SELA has 6 levels of General English, starting at beginner up to advanced. General English 5 is upper intermediate. This level is necessary to study Cambridge. It is a good level to have for IELTS. It is also the necessary level to start a course at SBTA. Tests. Your teacher will check your level throughout your course, but every 5 weeks there is a big test to decide if you are ready for the next level of English. Your speaking and your participation will be measured through the course. It takes most students about 5 to 10 weeks to progress from one level to the next level. Remember, you need to be upper intermediate to start a VET course at SBTA, so you need to score 75% at intermediate level to start an SBTA course. Resources. These are books you will need when you're studying at SELA. If you study General English, we use the Cutting Edge textbook. If you study IELTS, we use Ready for IELTS textbook. If you study Cambridge, we use the Expert textbook. That's for both FCE and CAE Cambridge. Please remember that the book you will need depends on your level of English. You can pick up your textbook from reception. Photocopying and printing. There are photocopiers on Level 2 and Level 6 for students to use. You will need some money on your student account. Every new student has $1 on their account, but you must have a minimum of $10 on your account before you can make any printing or photocopying. Prices are 20 cents per page for black and white copies, 40 cents per page for coloured copies. Hybrid classes. Hybrid classes means you can study online or you can study in the classroom. It is your choice. If you want to study in the classroom, no problem. Just come to school, check your name and classroom number on the student notice board, or just ask reception. If you want to study online, you need the Microsoft Teams app, which you can get from the Apple Store or the Android Play Store, or from the internet. You can use a web browser. We recommend using Google Chrome. To connect, go to www.sbta.com.au. Click Student Portal at the top of the website page. Log in with your student number email. That's your student number at sbta.com.au. Your password is your date of birth in 8 numbers. For example, if you are born on February 1st, 1997, your password is 01021997. After you log in, you will see a lot of useful information. To connect to your online class, look for the link that says Virtual Class. Click Virtual Class and you will be connected to your class. This is the timetable for morning classes. Please remember, this is a 4-day timetable. There are no classes on Friday. For morning classes, we start at 9 a.m. and we finish at 2 p.m. There is a break from 10:30 to 10:50 and lunch break from 12:20 to 1 p.m. This is the timetable for Accelerated English students. Accelerated English students study just 2.5 days. On Monday and Tuesday, you start at 9 a.m. and finish at 5:30 p.m. You have an extra class from 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. This extra class is online only. You finish at 12:20 on Wednesday. No class on Thursday, no class on Friday. And this is the timetable for evening classes. They start at 4:30 p.m. and finish at 9:30 p.m. with a break from 6 to 6:20 and a dinner break from 7:50 to 8:30. Again, this is a 4-day timetable. No classes on Friday. If you are studying online, remember, for apps we use Microsoft Teams. We recommend that you use Microsoft Teams, although you can use your web browser. We recommend Google Chrome. Do not use Mozilla Firefox. When using your camera and microphone, well, we recommend that you turn on your camera for the best study experience, so that your teacher can see you. Your microphone should be muted. In other words, keep it quiet, unless the teacher is talking to you. It's important that you participate in your online class. Say something. If we don't know you're there, we cannot give you attendance. There are also many online resources. Teachers record their classes, and you can see these recordings anytime. Just look under the Files tab in your Microsoft Teams app. We also have other resources that you can study. Look in the folder for your level on the e-learning portal, which you access from your student portal. Here's some general information about studying at SELA. ID cards. You must have a student ID card, and these are available from reception. To get your study book, please visit school reception. If you are on a student visa, attendance is important. You can check your attendance by logging into the student portal. You can also ask the Student Services Coordinator at reception. We have computer rooms for students to use for study or personal use. These are generally open from 8:30 to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday. Remember to log into your computer account or your student portal. You log in with your student number. Your password is your date of birth. Of course, we have free internet access in the school. The Wi-Fi network is called SBTA Student 5 GHz. The Wi-Fi password is SBTA at 2000. If you want to take a holiday, you must tell the school. This is important. Please speak to reception staff. The rule is you get 1 week of holiday for every 10 weeks that you study. Remember, if you're coming to school by public transport, you must pay the full fare. Don't buy a student ticket. These are only for Australian students. COVID-19 information. SELA is a COVID-safe school. But you must clean your hands regularly. Wash your hands in the bathroom. Use hand sanitizer often. There are many hand sanitizer stations that you can see around SELA. We strongly recommend that you wear a face mask in the classroom and when you're walking around the school. You must wear a mask on public transport in Sydney. This is a government rule, although sometimes that rule changes. Social distancing is important. Keep some distance between yourself and the teacher and other students as much as possible. When you come to school, please check in. Use the service NSW app. Look for the QR codes around reception and around the school. You scan the QR code on your phone and it checks you in. There are many government rules about COVID-19. These rules often change. We will tell you what the rules are at any time, but ask us if you're not sure what the current rules are. Counselling. If you have problems with your studies, you need to follow these steps. First, always talk to your teacher. Generally, your teacher can help you with most things, study problems or personal problems. But if the teacher can't help you, go to reception, make an appointment to see Ron, the Director of Studies. And if you need help with any other issues, such as personal problems, go to reception and make an appointment to see our Student Services Coordinator, Damien. If you have a serious personal problem, he can help you make an appointment with a student counsellor. At all times, your problem is kept confidential. This means we won't tell anyone about your problem. If your English level is low, it's okay to get someone to help you, to speak for you in English. If you have a serious complaint, you can get a complaints form from reception or from our website. If you're not happy with the result of that complaint, you can make an appeal. Get an appeals form from reception or from our website. And if you're not happy with the result of the appeal, you can contact an external service, the Overseas Student Ombudsman, using the phone number you see on this page or the website address, oso.gov.au. These people are trained to help international students who have serious complaints. If you have problems in Sydney, well, remember your teacher, the Director of Studies, Ron, and the Student Services Coordinator, Damien, are there to help you with many problems. But there are also many organisations in Sydney that can help you with different problems. There is the Redfern Legal Centre that can give you free legal advice. There is Lifeline. If you have a crisis or suicidal thoughts, please contact Lifeline. Beyond Blue is there to help you with depression. The New South Wales Fair Trading Organisation is there if you have problems with renting, problems with property, problems with things you buy, or problems with services you use in Sydney. And as we said before, the Overseas Student Ombudsman is there for any problem you have with a school, college, or university. If you have a student visa, There are 3 rules you must remember. You have to come to 80% of your classes. If you're sick, you need to have a medical certificate from a doctor. Your academic progress is important. You need to complete your English studies within your visa time limits. And if you don't make good progress in your course, we will speak to you and give you extra support. If you change your address, your phone number or your email address in Sydney, you must tell the school as soon as possible. These are Australian government rules from the Department of Home Affairs. These are not SELA rules. Please follow these rules so you have no problems with your student visa. If you want to work in Australia, check your visa. Your visa might allow you to work. Contact the Department of Home Affairs if you're not sure. If you can work on your visa, you will need a tax file number. You can get this from the ATO, the Australian Taxation Office. Go to their website. If you're looking for a job, look in the Sydney Morning Herald newspaper, especially on Saturdays. And there are websites such as seek.com.au that can help you find a job. We also put jobs on the notice boards around SELA. Or you can ask your teacher for some help. If you have a student visa, then yes, you can work. But remember, a student visa is for studying. You should not work more than you study. Health. Medical insurance. If you have a student visa, you must have health cover at all times. If you're feeling sick, there's a medical centre very close to the school on George Street. Reception can tell you where. If you have an accident in SELA, please tell your teacher or the nearest staff member. We have many trained first aid people in the school. It's important that you complete an accident report form if you have an accident. Give it to your teacher or the Director of Studies. Emergency procedures. If there is an emergency, such as a fire, you will hear an alarm sound. Your teachers and all staff are trained to deal with emergencies. Just follow your teacher or the nearest staff member. If you hear an alarm, do not exit the building in the lifts. We have fire wardens in the case of a fire who will help you leave the building. But if you see no member of staff, follow the green emergency exit signs. Accommodation. If you're looking for somewhere to live, there are 2 main options for students, which are homestay and share accommodation. If you're not happy with your homestay, talk to our homestay coordinator. Ask at reception. If you're looking for accommodation, we put accommodation notices on the notice boards around SELA, but you can also look online. Domain.com and Gumtree.com are 2 useful websites. When you're living in Sydney, consider the weather and the climate. Sydney usually has hot and humid summers and mild winters, not too cold. But the weather can change quite often, so check weather forecasts. If you're not sure, just take an umbrella with you. Most important is the sun in Australia. You need to protect your skin, especially between 11 AM and 3 PM in the summer. Wear a hat, protect your face, use sun cream. Make sure the sun cream is strong, at least SPF 15. It is very easy to get sunburn in Sydney. Safety in Sydney. Sydney is a safe city, but please follow some logical rules. Don't carry lots of money with you. Don't write your PIN number on your ATM card or show it to anyone else. Don't stand next to an ATM counting your money. Don't walk through dark streets or parks at night. Don't use badly lit ATMs. Don't leave valuable things on the beach, such as your phone, when you go for a swim. And don't leave valuable things in the classroom. Don't carry a knife in public. In Australia, it's illegal. If you have a backpack with valuable things in it, it's a good idea to wear it back to front, as shown in the picture. At SELA, you have many rights. You can see our website, sbta.com.au, for policies about access and equity, anti-discrimination and harassment, work health and safety, and many others. In Australia, if you have an emergency, such as a fire, an accident, a car crash, if it's very serious, call 000, that's 000, to access police, fire and ambulance services. In SELA, if you need help, if you need support, we have many staff that speak many different languages. Ask at reception. We have staff who speak Spanish, Portuguese, Chinese, Thai, Japanese, Czech, Slovakian, and some other languages too. Remember, we have lots of information about life in Sydney in the orientation manual that we sent you by email. Okay, after you finish watching this orientation, you need to do a couple of things. First, pick up your book and your student ID card. You can get these from reception on level 2. Second, if you're studying in the classroom, check the student notice board. On level 2 or level 6, it tells you where your classroom is and who your teacher is. You can find your student number on the notice board and make a note of your class. And number 4, if you're studying online, make sure you get the Microsoft Teams app, log into the student portal and find the link for your class. Remember, classes begin at 9 AM in the morning and 4:30 PM in the evening. Please follow SBTA SELA on our social media networks. We have presence on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, YouTube, and many others. This keeps you up to date with the many exciting things we do at SELA. Well, we hope you have found this information helpful. But remember, if you have any questions, if you need any help at all, just ask your teacher, ask reception, ask any member of staff. We will be happy to help you.